Yes, I came back just a couple of days ago, so just now I have been able to sit down and make the first video of December. And I have been planning things. I need to organize all of these ideas, and I have the heart that I still need to finish. But as you can see, the vast majority of it is covered up, but I need to fill all of these spaces. And the idea is that I'm going to push it on this shirt that I don't particularly enjoy this. So I think what I'm gonna try to do is cover this with the heart, and then I might do other modifications for the shirt, but overall that's the main idea. And we're then going to see all of the other projects that I could be working on, if not physically, at least the idea of it. This is the idea, to create a book nook. I have been wanting to do something in a miniature way for a long time. I first wanted to create a dollhouse, but I realized that what I wanted would take a lot of, not just time, but a lot of space that at the moment I don't have. But I started to look at these people that do book nooks, and I thought, oh my gosh, that's absolutely perfect. That kind of, puts it in a very limited space, but still allows for the fun of doing miniature things. So I found this cardboard, and I thought it was very strong, so I think it would be lovely as a base. And because I have these are some of the big books that we have many others. So I think it would actually, blend quite well. And as you can see, it's quite long. So I'm thinking that for the door, because I do want it to hide, I'm thinking that I could even do like 2, 3, maybe 4 different designs of books outside as the door. But then when you open it on the inside, you have all of the miniature aesthetic and all of the details that I'm so excited to do. I have some ideas, but what I wanted the most was to have the base, and with that, then I can start working on the ideas that I have that I want to create, and then try to analyze all of the measurements, because of course it needs to make sense inside of this, and that the measurements and all of that can be tricky for me. So that's something that I want to put down on my DIY book with all of the ideas all together, so I can begin this project. I have updates. I finished something. I have the shirt. As you can see, I finished the heart, and it was really fun to do this because it genuinely allowed me to work with all different materials and stuff. And it was really fun, I have to say. As you can see, I added to the pocket of the shirt, and at first I went with a black thread just to attach it, but then I went over it with some red embroidery thread around it, and I decided to also add some of it to the size of the shirt just to kind of bring it all together. And this is the end result. I want to style it. I want to go into emo style because, I don't know, this reminds me a lot of that, of my dark emo period when everything was this style, and I still actually like it. I still kind of dress in many ways that way, so I want to style it. Yay! Now the other thing that I want to show you is this. This is one of those notebooks that has rings that you can open and add paper to it. This was originally red, and I just basically covered it in black because that's my style. And here, this number 3 is that this is my third memory scrapbook. I don't know if you have seen scrapbooking. It's a fascinating thing, very aesthetically pleasing. But for me, as much as I like to see it, unless it has like a purpose or something specific, for me it's really hard to do. But a while ago, I decided to put my memories together. What I mean by that is that I love to take pictures, and I like to keep physical memories from things that I do. And I had a bunch of it because I have a lot of pictures on my computer and I have a lot of objects, but I wanted to put them all together in a physical book. And scrapping books kind of made me realize, hey, I can kind of do that. I just can put everything together. It also allows me to use a lot of the materials that I have gathered because I like them. And then maybe I used to use more during school times, but I don't go to school anymore. And I still want to use colorful things and do stuff like that. So this is kind of the idea. I want to show you. This is A4 cut in half. I punched the holes and I just put these lines in red for this album, but also have another album that has green. It's just the colors that I particularly like. And as you can see, I printed the pictures. At first, with my first albums, I printed them in photo paper, but photo paper is really thick. And so it would fill the album quite fast. So I decided to just print it in normal paper, and you can see still a lot. It's still a nice quality. So I decided to change that, and as you can see, I just place them whenever. And I like to add, for example, this ticket has the date and the place, but if not, I like to add the date. I have a stamp with the dates, so that's really fun to use. This is the umbrella that was in here, so as you can see, everything kind of melts together. These stickers are not always connected, but I have stickers that I never really use, and this is a way for me to, in a way, keep them forever still, but also give them a purpose. So this is a really fun, creative thing that I like to do. And because the last month or so I had a lot of things to print and to add together, I was like, hey, I never thought about it. And this is kind of a creative thing that I think is a very lovely idea if you want to do. And yeah, it's really fun. So this is my memory book. And in regards to the other projects, I have ideas. However, I was looking at some things that I realized I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it as I planned, but we'll see. But I do want to say that the gears are going, and hopefully, I can at least make some decisions, and if not, at least do something creative for the rest of the month. Okay, we have some updates, and it is that slowly but surely I'm doing stuff. I have made up my mind on the two main projects that I want to work on. They are sort of head to toe, and what I decided to do is that in regards to big projects like this one, on the vlogs, I do want to talk about it and show it a little bit, but I'm not going to be explaining here. I rather make separate videos just about those, so I can go a little bit more in depth in regards to what I'm doing, how I'm doing it. So yeah, I need to kind of work on dividing my brain into what do I film for that video and what do I film for this video, but we'll see as I go. So yeah, in regards to those two projects, I'm actually quite excited because they're both different, but of course both are creative in their own way and interesting, I think. And one of them doesn't really have an end date. Whenever I finish it, I finish it. The other one does. I would like to finish that one before summer because I would like to take it if I have the possibility to go back to the Celtic Festival. I think it would be a great costume to wear. So yeah, that's kind of the main idea in regards to those types of projects. Then I have the book nook, which I'm gathering a lot of materials. I've been working on the designing and the measurements and all of those details, and I'm actually quite excited. I think there's fascinating things that can be done, and I'm already kind of imagining and yeah, being very happy already. I haven't even started, but with the materials that I have been gathering and ideas that I have, I think it could be really fun to do. And other things, we'll see. I still like to keep other tiny projects that come to mind, fixing here, adding there, just, random stuff that made me feel creative. Even though, as I said already, this is not a period that it is easy peasy lemon squeezy for me. But, creating might help, at least just a little bit. So we keep on going. It's not the end of the month, there's still a couple of days left. However, I'm going to be leaving for New Year's Eve, a couple of days prior. So I don't know how much do I have to do, like space and time to do it. So I don't know. But I did want to make this video to kind of close the month and also, of course, close the year. To be perfectly honest, I don't particularly care about the end of the year. My brain doesn't really count as anything particularly new. Like, oh, it's a new year, everything's going to be different. So I cannot really kind of put myself in the mentality of saying that. But if that is something that helps you, go off. If that helps you put in your mind the goals for the next year, that's lovely. You do you. For my part, I think my plan is the same, which is to just keep on creating slowly but surely, and hopefully try to find a way to get out a little bit of the lagoon that I feel I'm in at the moment, considering that even though I want to create and I have a lot of projects in my mind and I have started things, I need a bit of an extra thing. I feel I'm missing a little bit of, I don't know what, but hopefully I'm gonna find it. I wanted to show you this. I was gifted this. I did not expect this at all, but I'm really happy, and it is Let's Create related. So I want to show it to you. I was gifted this. I honestly, I've been thinking about a pincushion for so long, but I didn't say to anyone because I don't particularly know a lot of people that make stuff. So this was a full surprise, but a lovely one, because again, I've been wanting a pincushion and it is patchwork, as you can see. And I've been loving patchwork because I have a lot of leftover fabric, and that is just a lovely way to use as much fabric as you can without waste. And this is kind of all of it put together, and I am so happy. It's lovely. It's genuinely so pretty, this tiny apple. And also I have this, which it is a box for traveling and having things if you need to sew anything, and I love it. I love the velvety red, I love the golden and this design. I think it's beautiful, and I'm really, really happy. Again, I did not expect this, so it was a very lovely surprise. I might add some extra thread because this usually comes with not that many, so I might add that. But for the rest, it's just lovely. I'm really happy, and I want to share it with you. Back to ending thoughts of the month. It's fine. It's fine. Hopefully you created more. Hopefully you feel a bit more fulfilled by the things you did. I still feel that I could have done more, but that's something like I always feel that. In any way, I do want to again try to bring out that energy to kind of get up and just do it, because the issue with being neurodivergent and is that your brain sometimes is the one that is stopping you from doing the things that you still want to do. It's a bit of a messy thing, but something that I need to work on. And hopefully I'm going to be able to just maybe think of something that allows me to not get into the pool of thoughts, but actually being able to just do it. But, work in progress. In any case, I hope your month went well. I hope your year went well. But in any case, this time, it's fine. Slowly but surely, if there's a leads kind of, I mean, for example, for me, if I do have to think about it, the year, I did stuff. And I can make stuff. And that should be enough of a feeling of fulfillment to, feel okay, but also say, yes, I can do it. And hopefully I'm going to be back into that mood of creating. And I hope same for you. I hope it goes well the rest of the month and also the new year. See you next one. Bye.